It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see Jahan Dotson. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Giants and the Eagles, and it's all up next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan, MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Holding, offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your line and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stats going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard trying to run inside, but nothing there. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Swift. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 50, here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will take.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. On 1st down. Bernard, they'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
McPherson is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps.
the prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 42-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Bernard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st down, Bernard, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. And they're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. And now here is another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll run on first down. Bernard. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 159 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On first down, Bernard shoves him away. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to give.
And my goodness, another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. But so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Hardy's got it on the out route. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a